Alright, boys, here we go. What? It's just a game mostly. Wait. Oh, I never saw this because I never went back to the main screen. So Sayuri's gone, and she's taken by everyone in here. Wait, but before this it said it's a game mostly. It used to say like, it's not for children or something. I don't know. Alright, so let's load up. Let's go to settings. Everything's fine. Alright. Let's load up a game. Which one's my game? This one's my game. After that, I shit my pants when that happened, dude. When she just talked into my ear. I was like, what the fuck? Alright. So, the poems, the words actually mean something. They actually go to, like, whichever describes the person most. So, I mean, I think last play, I never had a chance to go to Yuri, so I guess I'm gonna try to go to her this time. Because last time I think it was Natsuki, Sayuri, and then Natsuki again, so I don't know. I'm gonna just go for Yuri this time. She likes, like, she's timid, but she likes horror, so, like, death? Wait, suicide? Alright, so, I mean, this is pretty easy. They're like freaking opposites, so, hopeless. Heartbeat, that's not her. Rain cloud, that's not her. Exist, fear, or milk, milk. Entropy, electricity. No, probably electricity. Despise. Melancholy, unending, vivacious, infallible, unrestrained, heaven sent, vanilla, no, intellectual, if vocal mint, I don't even know what I read, tragedy, Doki Doki, nope, okay. So, I'm gonna try to get through a day if I don't shit my pants. Hi again, Pablito. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Pablito always keeps his word. Well, I'm back for the club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh, what the fuck? Thanks for keeping your promise, Pablito. What happened to your face? I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Okay, what the fuck? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. You won't see the end of the day. She's covering the text. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps the manga collection in the room. Manga? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Wait, the music's different. Yeah, the music's different. What the fuck? Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plows back into her seat. I'm sorry, Pablito. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, the music just changed again. What the fuck? I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that or anything. Wait, what's happening? Is she getting closer? If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of the club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book and I thought you might enjoy it. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want. Did I ever read this? This is, how's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading that much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. No. Wait, what happened? What? Everything changed. Now that's Everyone's settled in and I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her tense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Okay, I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I'll catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Alright, I think this is new because I'm actually picked Yuri this time. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I would probably have noticed I wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading the bits of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you had 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. What did she even say? I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Wait, she bought 2 of the same book. Did she know I was gonna come here? I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Makarov. Makarov? There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religion camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. What the fuck? And the people trapped there have this trait and turns into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their... What? Oh, that might be a little bit of spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. What the fuck kind of book are you reading? The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. You're fucking weird. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. In what point did it sound like a nice story? Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Pablito? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She saw his shy and recluse on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but what the fuck? But because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Wait, why is the text black? Then suddenly, what? I'm rambling, aren't I? What? Not again, I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Whoa. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets... What? I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Wait, what'd she say? It doesn't even say what she says. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Oh, what the fuck? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? What the fuck is happening? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book and I had to... what the fuck? And I had put it into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just that something I'm not very used to. That is reading and accompanying with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. What the fuck, dude? That actually scared the shit out of me. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly bad at anything. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling of someone comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just baiting and... What? What the fuck is happening with her? Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slam my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the... What the fuck am I saying? I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Whoa, what the fuck? Yuri takes her left arm and folds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I did the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb, and after... What? I can't read. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I've just assumed that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the pages almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a little silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses everything she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know what came into my head. What? Dude, this shit is fucking creepy. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand over her chest and it feels her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out the classroom. What on earth was that about? Pablito? I don't want to talk to you, bitch. Did someone happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess, so you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a little while, so I just figured we started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left with the book, and then I slip it back into my bag. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. Let's talk to Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, so I wanted to let her know that I'm putting in the effort. Alright. Hi, Pablito. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have a suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Pablito. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. That's great, Pablito. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You sly bitch, Pablito. You know that Yuri likes these kind of writings, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her like with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on too a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, then she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? No, not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You should. Yeah, I already read this. Well, that's because you have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I have to. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Did I read this already? I read this, right? He wasn't looking at me, confused. I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes could no longer see color. Are there any others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on a flat sheet of paper? The sound of frantic surrounding playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle. Closing in on me, the air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandished my pen. Wait, last time it said something about like I was looking out, but something, I don't know, something like that. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has really gone pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I could know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been kind of influencing my poems a little bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, it will just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Woo! Alright, let's talk to Natsuki. Pablito, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What the fuck? What? Harsh? What do you expect? What, you expect me to believe that you actually put some effort into this? I did! Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I put in an effort, bitch. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud on the what the fuck? If you're still proud of the first person you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Dude, Pablito's going in right now. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Monkeys, yeah, I already read this. Dude, it's like Pablito went in on it. What the fuck was that? Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. I never said I didn't. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Pablito's being honest. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Exactly. Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style doesn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits your heart. See? I like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. This is all the same stuff I read. I think. I don't know. I think I already read all this, but seeing everyone, I already read that, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand, but the next thing is the like set up with the rhyme, it helps you bring out, yep. Natsuki, I know what your poem is about, bro. You don't need to tell me twice. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Nope, I did not. Yeah, I guess not. Wait, so she's the youngest. Are they all seniors or is she like a freshman? I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? I mean, I guess I only have one choice, right? Yuri, you're fucking weird. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lying. Exceptional. And what was that? What? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. I mean, she was. I did write this poem for her, so I guess. He's going to hate me. You didn't really do anything wrong, Yuri. Wait, why was that in parentheses? Did she say it in her head or something? But then my guy heard it? What? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate that you've written a lot of poetry before. Nah, bitch, this is my first poem. Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. Fuck, my bad. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. You fucking lying, bitch. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down even more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I had kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that they both have the same style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. She sounds like a fucking teacher. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. So not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki didn't. She just said to fucking write it again. Natsuki can't be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself or to me or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. You're lying, Pablito. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really despicable. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Pablito. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than just tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Living in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Pablito. Ah, me too. I don't know. Whoa, what the, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's this music? What the fuck? I was just like fucking banging on with the music and now it just fucking changed. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sighed. I'm not ever gonna get pussy. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes landed on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchanged sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As if they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in destruction and frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? See, I don't know what the parentheses mean. I guess that means they're whispering it, I guess. Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Don't they argue here? Yours is cute. Cute? Wait, they argue here? But I picked Sayori. So what happens now? She's not here. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of, how can it be cute? I know that. It's just meant the language, I guess. I was just trying to be nice. You mean, I already read all this, man. I do have a couple suggestions. PH. Woo! Monica liked it, and Pablito did too. And based on that, I'll probably give you some suggestions. So, yeah, excuse me. My voice is dying. Alright. Which I haven't yet. And Pablito liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki stands up. Okay, they start fighting here. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what, you're just trying... Maybe you were just jealous, Pablito. Well, you don't appreciate my advice more. It's all you're that full of yourself. No, if I was full of myself, I would have deliberately go out my way to do everything overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew size bigger as Pablito started showing up. Yeah, Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Monica, get your bitch ass back over here and fix this shit. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that, you really act as... What the fuck? Me looking, who's talking? You want to be edgy, bitch? Whoa, edgy? Sorry, my lifestyle is too much for someone with your mental age to comprehend. See, you're just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Oh! Well, be careful, you might cut yourself on the edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Wait, what? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Pablito hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels after you say this. Suddenly Yuri turns to me and as she noticed I was standing here. Pablito, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did it? What? How it's not? Wait, what? Wait, whoa. What the fuck? Natsuki makes it. Whoa. Yuri? Whoa, Natsuki. Whoa. What do I pick? Oh. What was... Wait, can I still pick them? Hey Pablito, why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Wait, why, wait, what? Wait. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to just stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Why don't you fix it, Monica? Some president I am, right? For real, what kind of president are you? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend more time with you instead. You know, I've been trying this whole game, you know? But I can't even pick you. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Is she crying? She's crying. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. Why the fuck are you laughing? I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did, Pablito, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it all by tomorrow. Completely. Whoa. Wait, how is she so sure she's gonna... Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. What? But she keeps glancing at Monica. Wait. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. What? Well, I'm vice president, so... Oh, shit. Please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Polbito. It would be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Monica, get the bitch out. But I really... Whoa, what the fuck? Whoa. Alright. So, I don't know. Yuri's fucking weird, dude. What happened? What the fuck? Alright, well, I'm gonna just end. I'm gonna save right now. Save right here. Alright. Well, that's gonna be it. I don't know what the... If I feel like Monica's up to something. I mean, she's definitely is. She fucking told me, like... I don't know. I mean, Sayuri said something about Monica before she died. Like, when we were having that exchange after Natsuki left. She was like, Monica. And then Pablito fucking ignored that shit. And then everything just went to shit after that. So, it's probably something up with Monica, But that's it for today. I got... well, yesterday was kind of more scary, but... Alright. Well, that's it. Bye.